Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your September full moon reading in Virgo. This is for all placements of Sagittarius, but if you have Sagittarius rising like I do, this is going to impact your 10th house, the house of your social position, the way others see you, your place in the community, and often your career or your employment prospects. Before I get started, I want to thank all of you who have liked and subscribed, especially to my channel, as these are the ways that I can continue to do something that I love greatly. However, I also appreciate the donations, the comments, the shares of my channel. All of the support that you offer me is greatly appreciated. So let's get started, Sag, with your overall energy for the second half of September, the Two of Wands. This is you getting ready to take a new step, to move away from what is familiar to you considering what the next step is, what your next path is. You are looking at a new way to express the essence of you that is clearly established. You're in your heart, you're in your inspiration. You're looking at new ways to monetize or profit from what it is that you naturally do, something that is deeply aligned with who you are. And you are exploring, considering, and looking at sculpting this new vision of your next move. The 10th house has the Five of Pentacles. You're definitely evaluating your social circle, your community, the allies and supporters you have in your community, and you're recognizing that your values have shifted, that you no longer feel comfortable going to the people or asking for the support and resources from the tribe that you have customarily sought that help from. Partially, you are moving away from this tribe. You are making the maverick move. This is a very Sagittarian characteristic. Questing in a new direction, recognizing that you want to explore new connections, new resources, a new community that can better support you and that does not expect your compliance in exchange for the support or resources that they offer. In your first house, we have the Strength card. This is looking very much like Aries reading in some ways. The Strength card indicates that you have gone and are going through a very challenging period, a lot of obstacles. They are requiring a mature and gentle ability to hold with ambiguity, to understand that those who support you recognize, those who need your support are not able, or you are not expecting them to recompense or offer an exchange for your ability to show them the way, to help them out in some way. In particular, it is your vulnerability. It is the fact that you too have been through extremely daunting challenges that makes you receptive to the need of help for others, giving help to others. And this is calling on your most gentle internal sense of resilience, maturity, and understanding that you are, despite the superficial experience or look, you are gaining, you are growing, you are strengthening, you are understanding that you must show your strength, you must stand up for who you are in order order to protect what you have and in order to continue to help others as you continue. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your history, your memory, your unconscious, we have the High Priestess. And this is where this sense of knowledge that is guiding you is coming from. This is coming from your ancestry, a particular relative who you can call on for guidance or support, someone or some experiences that know you, that understand your path, and from that well of knowledge you are resting on your ability to know what is best for you in any situation, particularly as you're considering these moves, as you're looking to new directions. You are resting on a foundation of self-knowledge, intuition, and a degree of science about mining the experiences and the wisdom from where you have come from. In the seventh house, the house of significant others, we have the Six of Pentacles. And there is a whole piece to this where all of your relationships are benefiting from your desire to harmonize them, to balance out your efforts at giving and receiving love, at your acknowledgement and recognition of your higher potential, of your vision, of your desire for more, your deservedness to receive. And usually when this card comes out, it indicates that you have perhaps even overgiven in a significant relationship. And this is not necessarily only with a person, but it can be with a goal, with a pursuit, something that has meant everything to you, and from which you expect a return, you expect support, you expect some security or stability from this exchange. You are learning to make space to receive. And in the first house, the Strength card is clarified by the Knight of Swords in the second house and the Empress in the third house. Sagittarius, you are in your power. You are coming into your expressive power. This is something that arises from a lifetime, perhaps many previous lifetimes of skill, of balance, of the ability to communicate, of the need to communicate with others. In that way, there's a teaching energy to where you are moving in the second half of September, as you not only are able to communicate and empower your own expression, your own creative expression, but you are able to consider and facilitate new ideas, new inspirations, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things that have become familiar to you, that are a source of your strength. The High Priestess card in the fourth house is clarified by the Four of Wands in the fifth house and the Magician in the sixth house. So this is interesting because you are moving away, looking at new ways to move into new directions, new ways of doing that, but you have nonetheless established a clear foundation, spiritual and cultural foundation, that you are able to celebrate with your friends, your peers, your team members. It can be family members. This is with your community, your children, so that you are recognizing that you have developed a foundation, a cultural foundation, a spiritual foundation that you can carry with you wherever you go, that this is portable, and this is generating this sense of empowerment to define, to identify, to sculpt a new direction, a new project, a new energy that builds upon your service, your ability to serve, a natural instinct, and is moving towards the ways in which you are reconsidering how to profit from the energy, the investment that you make. So this is new directions, new creative expressions, and growth. The Six of Pentacles in the 7th house is clarified by the Seven of Wands in the 8th house and the Knight of Pentacles in the 9th house. The Seven of Wands again is giving me this energy of you standing up for yourself. You're doing that in a very quiet and dignified way. You're not using your customary aggressive or assertive energies to blast your way through, charge your way in. You are standing up for the area that you now recognize to be your power base. You are setting much clearer boundaries as you negotiate and consider the shift in resources, the shift in vision, and you are building that methodically. You are planning that out with this community of like-minded people. You are building towards a concrete tool, organization, or practical resource that you are able to share with others, visible, invisible, across institutions, religious, philosophical, educational. So this is very much you placing yourself in using the resources of academia, of spirituality, of religion, in order to clarify and set out this boundary, this firm foundation that you are creating for yourself and you are defending actively by speaking your truth to power and to those intimates who have not been able to support you or even understand you in the past. In the 10th house, the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So much of what you are creating and considering at this time as you're making shifts into new areas is the ways in which you have habitually invested in your efforts, your ability to work hard and give pieces of yourself to the work that you see as important. In this new direction, you are shaping the area of your goal and your endeavor to come, but you're also recognizing that to get here, to get to this place of empowerment, of defining your goals and your relationships based on ways in which you are served, is part of the healing that you are still going through and you are still determined. You recognize this is a lifelong investment into your growth, your success. But this doesn't look the way that you thought it would look. This is your being offered an opportunity that you've asked for. You are now practicing the ways in which you ask for things that feel good, things that serve you, understanding fully that what serves you, what supports you, serves all of those whom you support and serve. But this is not looking familiar. This is not what you thought it would be. It may seem smaller. It may seem definitely unexpected. However, part of what you are learning at this time, the Strength card is attesting to this, the High Priestess as well, that you are manifesting from within this great love, this great animator of your goals and dreams, this love that you are manifesting into the world is something that we have not been trained to understand it for what it is. We have continued to look outside of ourselves for the things that we want. And this is assuring you that you do want this thing, that you have manifested this thing. This is something you desire, but understand that it has come from your own ability to recognize who you are. This is built on your self-knowledge and alignment with that authenticity. I'm going to finish off this reading, Sagittarius, with a crystal oracle and from the language of flowers. And I pulled Sweet Alyssum. And the key word is clarity. Bright paths of understanding will open. I'm going to leave this here, Sagittarius. I thank you so much for this beautiful reading, and until next time, Namaste.